Hey there, Stefanie Mustian here from Framework Wellness. I'm your seasonal architect, and I'm so excited to share with you early summer energies. So I want to pause and back up for a second. For those of you who haven't seen my welcome video, nice to meet you. I want to invite all of you to consider that maybe we're doing too much. And so what's so ironic about that is I'm going to list a bunch of things that really encapsulate seasonal living at its fullest, but I don't want you to view this as a to-do list because it's not. I'm not going to give you a to-do list. I would never do that. Hopefully, as an architect, I'm helping design things and systems and putting those systems in place. And then by being curious and by putting all of these things out there for you, I want you, the viewer, my lovely, I guess you're my client, to figure out for yourself what you actually want. What is actually resonating with you? And things that really spark your curiosity, go ahead and find all the people who are super professional at doing those things, because I want you to discover you. You're the only one that can do that. You're the one that's known yourself the longest. Let's get to know you even better by you discovering and you exploring things that you find interesting. So the to-do list that I give is not a to-do list, okay? And hopefully when you find things that are really interesting to you, those things actually replace things that maybe don't serve you anymore. So I'm actually asking you to do less in all of these videos. I'm asking you to be more curious, put everything on pause for a second, maybe question the system that you're used to doing, the movements, the self-care, the wellness, the life that you live. Maybe pause for a second. Question if that's how is really resonating with you and really, it's funny, optimizing your life. Instead of optimizing yourself in ways that other people think you should, maybe you need to optimize your life in the way you think you should. So here's some things, just gonna throw them at the wall, see if anything sticks for you. Hopefully it does, and keep exploring from there. So if we're looking at this early summer energy, it is so great. It's all about playfulness and creativity. So first of all, for all of my viewers out there who say I'm not creative, I would argue that you are, but you haven't found your outlet yet. You haven't found the thing that really lets you express yourself. And that can look so many different ways too. Everyone expresses themselves differently, and there's no right or wrong answer for this, or no way for me or anyone else to tell you how it's going to manifest itself and look for you, because your creativity, your expression will be unique to you. But right now this video is all about the energies. So let's keep diving into what this looks like. And let's view this as a warm-up for the big summer energies that are coming. So we're going to manage our energy wisely because the big energies are still right around the corner. So one of the things I'm going to talk to you about first is your meridians. So in traditional Chinese medicine, meridians are like invisible rivers of energy called qi that run through your body. And each one corresponds to a different organ or emotional quality. So you can think of them as pathways for your mood and your physical function. And when they're blocked or feel stuck, you might actually feel blocked and stuck. So tracing these meridians with your hands can actually open up and give gentle energy flow. So this meridian is called the pericardium meridian. It's associated with joy and play and openness and connection and emotional boundaries. So protecting your heart and your boundaries within yourself, but also inviting you to connect with others, which how much more beautiful could that be, right? Physically, it's connected to your hands, your arms, and your chest, which again is all a part of movement and hand use and expression and energy. If you don't believe in Qi or traditional Chinese medicine for whatever reason, because we all have preferences and beliefs, right? At the very least, you tracing these energy centers brings awareness to your own body. And in that sense, by being aware of what you're doing, you can actually shift this energy by just bringing attention to itself. So let's try it. I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. It's going to start right above your nipple. It's your nipple. I don't know how else to say it, but you're going to start above your nipple and you're going to trace with your fingers up and over the inside of your arm, through your elbow, through your arm. You can pause at the middle of your hand just momentarily, and you're going to end at your middle finger. Flip your hand and start on your ring finger, and then you're going to work your way back and around. Now, when you get to here, you're going to trace behind your ear and then stop where your eyebrow ends. That's the move. So let's try it on the other side and maybe do it a little more full speed. I'd actually prefer slow. Just do this slowly. There's no rush, right? You're going to start here and work your way on the inside of your arm to here. Stop at your middle finger. Flip your hand. Go over the back. When you get here, come behind your ear and stop at your eyebrow. That's the move. And do it equally on both sides. So when you get into more fluid practice with this, it can look more like this. And it's just a very quick, and it doesn't have to be specific. It's just a general vibe, right? We're going in and around. And when you get into a rhythm with this, you can do as many as you like. Maybe start with 3 or 5. But when you get into that rhythm, you bring awareness to the meridians, you open it up, everything's moving better. The other thing we'll focus on is coordination between your hands and your eyes. Hand-eye coordination strengthens your connection between your brain and your body. It's playful, regulating, fine motor skills. Neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to adapt and recognize things, also gets enhanced. Essentially, it boosts your brain-body connection, sharpens your focus, and helps you age gracefully. It's fun. So I'm going to attach here some awesome videos on hand-eye exercises that are really fun for both adults and kids, because everyone could use more connection between our hands and eyes. Everything flows better when those two are lovely and connected. But also for our intentional living of the month, it's called Dharana, which is concentration. So for those of you who practice yoga, you might know this as drishti. So really focusing in on something when you're trying to balance, when you're getting in really balancy postures and you need to, or someone in the class is a little wobbly and you need to focus. Dharana is your drishti, where you focus out onto something. A lot of times in meditation, it can also be when your eyes are closed, when you're focused on the third eye, when you're focused on the point inside of your head, in between your eyebrows, and you're focused on that point, and that is your drishti, which is dharana. But again, you can do dharana in your day-to-day. You can wash your dishes without multitasking. Really focus in on what you're doing. Watch a kid play and fully stay there. Don't pull your phone out. Watch a dog play. Doesn't have to always be a kid. Observing your breath cycle over and over again while you're waiting in line is a really great way to practice this focus. Maybe choosing presence over purpose. So really trying to just be in the moment, concentrate on the moment. That is also dharana, okay? So creativity and play are medicines for this month. And then follow me for the next 3 videos where we dive deeper into our movement and our wellness and our self-care and our physical environment. So thank you so much for being with us. I can't wait to dive in further with you. See you guys soon.